This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live tonight for July 24th, 2017. Fans, it's great to be back here live. Sorry for the late start. Technical difficulties, man. I got this new Logitech web camera, C90 22 something, X, I don't know, Z, whatever you want to call it. And the microphone kind of sucks on it. So that and my computer is pretty much close to the webcam, so you get a lot of feedback, you know what I'm saying? And I had to go with the old school, man. Got to go Blue Yeti here. Had to go all multi-million-dollar on you, but hopefully it works a lot better. This is the first time I've done this combo on this new camera, so hopefully everything turns out fine and dandy. I've been enjoying lately doing some game streams where I wear the big headset with the microphone attached, man. That thing works pretty good, but it looks like I'm going to need to get a little microphone stand eventually, but hopefully you can hear me tonight live here on the Great Legend Show. And if, drop me some knowledge in the chat if you can hear me okay. Hopefully you don't have to have your speakers or headphones up too loud to hear me. I got the mic pretty close, so I hope it works good. Now, speaking of the chat, let's check the chat tonight. We got Lone Wolf of Comic Book Hunts. All right, man. Lone Wolf of Comic Book Hunts. Welcome to the Great Legend Show. I'm glad you're here tonight watching the show. We got none other than the host of Blasted or Stashed It on Friday nights. We got Huey's Comics, man. Huey's Comics. It's good to see Huey's Comics in the chat tonight, man. Awesome. We got Lone Wolf of Comic Book Hunts. He says he's just chilling tonight. Him and you are in here chilling, so it's great to see y'all guys in here. Also, we got the Prince of New Zealand, the Uncanny Kyle Walker. And this guy just had him a big live haul. I think it was today or maybe last night. I'm talking Brian Spaceboy 227. I'm getting some good thumbs up from Huey there, so that's good. So I'm guessing y'all can hear me all right. So thank you, good. Thank you, Jesus, for that. So what I got going on tonight, I've got a lot of freaking comics to show. Of course, I got my haul over a while, I guess Friday I got this in, and I'm going to show you some of these books. I got to get my trusty pocket knife out because I don't have them totally ready to freaking go. Some are still in the bag from the mycomicshop.com, but this is just my normal comic book pool that I get all the time. So you get to see what the legend's been reading lately and what the legend needs to get caught up on, because I have not read all of these books. I've read quite a bit, and while I unbox these or get these out of these bags of tape, I'll let you know what I've been reading. Tonight I was getting caught up on my Blue Beetle, and I'm reading Blue Beetle issue number 10 from the DC universe, man, and it's going freaking awesome. Ted Kord, even with his heart problems, he's helping Jaime fight this guy named Orion, and they're also teamed up with the girl slips my name. She's a Ted Kord helper, but she is one with the Speed Force, so she's got super speed powers. Her name's Terry. That's it, Terry. And also OMAC, the old New 52, I believe it's the New 52 OMAC, are going head to head with this dark entity known as Orion, and also Dr. Fate's helping him along too. But Orion supposedly is one of the first folks from Atlantis, pre-Arthur Curry. I'm talking when Atlantis was above ground, you know what I'm saying? And he's pissed off, and he stole the scarab off of Jaime's spine, and he's using it to try to get some world domination, which is some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, I look at a lot of truth things, people like CERN, they're trying to open up portals to hell, and so be it, and all that. And you got this Orion guy opening up a portal, and he's coming at you live in El Paso, and he's wanting to wipe out all of El Paso. And damn it, I couldn't get done with it. I was halfway done, and family pulled me away. So I'm going to finish reading that tonight and see if Jaime, Dr. Fate, and the second Blue Beetle, Ted Kord, and all of them could stop this entity, man. It looks like a devilish entity, and his little right-hand man Mordecai is with him as well. I had my list, but I guess it's where my wallet is and everything. But my reading list is going pretty good. Green Lanterns, I think a new one came out this week. Let me see. Oh, that was a damn good issue. Oh, I hate those. I don't mind them, but I don't, no big deal. And I don't know why I'm getting all these covers. You know, I'm not big on variants, but I guess I went a little variant crazy. And what is that one? Okay, so let me go ahead and talk to you about this series real quick. This is the newest one that came out, I guess, last week. This is Green Lanterns 27. Not in Mylar yet, but I'm going to get there. 26 is what I'm on this book, but this book has been phenomenal. I'm really enjoying it. You have the you have the first Lantern Volthoom, doing a little mind control over Raimi, the Guardian that originally worked on the first Ring. I don't like how sometimes you can see it autofocus, but I guess that's okay. I guess that autofocusing happens to the best of us webcam users. But if you look, I mean, it's pretty good. Good camera. I mean, at least it does autofocus on things that are really close. That'll work good if I'm trying to show a defect in a comic book. But I have not read this issue 27, and I haven't read issue 26. Oh, and excuse me if you don't like the overlay, but I didn't take it off, and I'm probably just going to leave it on every time I show it. That way you can see, down below, you got the YouTube deal, you got the Facebook page, you got what I always say at the beginning of the video, you got the Twitter, and you got the Twitch.tv if you're a gamer. Up here you got subscriber count. No, up there you got donations. And donations help, man. I ain't gonna lie. Donations help buy a lot of stuff, like new web camera. And I'm also gonna get a second monitor set up. So I'm gonna have 2 monitors up in here. I'm gonna have something else I ordered, or I'm about to order. I don't remember what it was. I think it's a Elgato video game capture thing for my Xbox One, so my Xbox gaming looks a lot better. And damn, there was some. Oh, I need to get a new freaking computer chair because my back has been freaking killing me, man. No freaking lie. So okay, that's one of the new books right there, Green Lanterns. Okay, and just really digging the old Jessica Cruz and Simon do their thing. These are good. I haven't really read one lately, but these are pretty damn fun. This is the Three Stooges TV Time special. Like I say, the only complaint about this, I wish they would just do an ongoing of this. Just do issue 1, issue 2, issue 3. Just give me a freaking ongoing, But I don't mind picking these up. So, I'm a big fan of the Stooges. Same with this title here. I'm going to keep picking this up. Damn good. This is Popeye Classics, issue number 60 by Bud Sagendorf. Like I've always said, you can just pick one of these up when you want to, read it. You don't have to read them in a row or anything. Usually have 3 to 5 good stories in there, so they're pretty awesome. I love the IDW paper quality as well. It's really good. This crap here they always throw in. Marvel Generations. I don't really care, but I don't know. Damn. Now this one was excellent. This is Back to the Future 21, Hard Time Part 3. Let me give you a little background of Hard Times, man. I'm not talking about that sick Dusty Rhodes promo, like living on hard times. The plumber son. I'm not talking about all that. I'm talking about Hard Time Part 3, Back to the Future storyline. This is where Uncle Joey, you remember Uncle Joey? He loves being behind them bars. Well, he finally gets out of jail, and it's like 86 or something. 86, and he gets out of jail, and Marty, for some reason, doesn't want to leave stuff alone. Joey's had a hard life. And Marty and this other guy's name, I never can remember his freaking name. He's like a little professor that was in like the 3rd story arc of this book. And he helps Marty go back to like the 70s, like in the 70s, to try to see what Uncle Joey did to get thrown behind bars. And Marty gets to the best part about this book is the little cliffhanger. They have some excellent cliffhangers on this book, but at the end, Marty runs up with Joey, cousin Joey, who's about a teenager, which is about Marty's age in the late 70s here. And Joey's like, they sent you, didn't they? They sent you to come check on me. So Joey thinks Marty's part of the gang, like the theft gang or whatever. But we go into the final page, and guess who it is? Freaking, let's see, I guess this would make him about 55. About somewhere in the young 40s. We got Biff in the young 40s. And he's the one, I guess, behind Cousin Joey getting thrown in jail. Or Cousin Joey, not Cousin Joey, Uncle Joey, being the fall guy for the whole thing. So I don't know. It's freaking cool. This is Doc Brown. You get Doc Brown in the 70s here. And Marty hasn't run into Doc Brown of the 70s because I'm thinking Doc Brown of the 70s would recognize Marty of the 50s, because Marty, hadn't aged much since the whole 1955 debacle, so. Man, I love that book. Man, there's not a lot of love. I don't hear no one in the comic book community ever talking about Back to the Future, but I'm all caught up on that. I just also finished Biff to the Future, issue 5, so I'm into that final issue where it's pretty much up to the point where Marty and Doc will travel to the 1985 alternate. So I'm at that point into the final issue of Biff to the Future, which is very freaking cool. Now, it's sad to say I have not read issue 1 of this. I think Blast It or Stash It possibly reviewed this, maybe a show or two back. But I'm talking about Clue. And I love the cover art. Now, granted, I haven't read the book. I hope it's good because I've been buying all the covers. But that's cover A right there. We got cover B. Damn, I don't like how it does that focus every time I hold up a damn book. That's kind of stupid. And cover C, I guess that is. Cover C right there. But I got all the clues here, man. Hopefully I can solve the mystery when the time comes. Okay. So, currently I'm 2 issues back on Green Lanterns. Those are quick reads, though. I'm 1 issue back on Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. I know that book will come out Wednesday, then I'll be 2 behind, so I need to get caught up on that. I don't know when Blue Beetle's coming out, but I'm almost done on issue 10, and I'm all caught up on Kong Keenan, the new Superman. I'm caught up on his book. His book's been great because that one, every 2 or 3 issues, you get like an unveiling or a cool climax. You're like, oh my God, what the hell? So just really good. Well, it's kind of like, for me, art's, good and great, but what pulls me in normally is the storytelling of a comic. That usually pulls me in. And Blue Beetle's Keith Giffen and Mateus on the screenplay, or whatever we call it, the script, is just damn good, man. So I've really been digging that Blue Beetle. But, kind of digging the, I guess, the C books. Not even the B books. I would call stuff like Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, the Green Lantern, Simon Boss. I'd call those B books. I'd call your stuff Trinity reads. I don't know if Trinity's watching right now. I call your Batman, your Superman, your Detective, your Action, your Super Sons. I call all that in Flash, being that it had part of that Button storyline. I call those your A books. But I'm kind of digging like, the books on the outer realms, if you will, for the DC comics. I'm kind of digging that stuff on the outer edge. Let me look at the chat real quick. And we got Brian Spaceboy. He's given some shout-outs to Kyle. He's been watching your X-Men hauls. Kyle has been putting up some great X-Men hauls, and he's been watching those. And Kyle is getting Brian Spaceboy hooked on all this X-Men goodness. And that's one thing I want to see Kyle do. I want to see him in the future do the X-Men complete collection 1 through 50s. I want to see it happen, because if anyone can get it done, it's my man Kyle Walker. Captain Cole Comics, he stopped by and he's giving a little hello. We got Jason Smith giving a what's up in here. And Jason Smith's going to be one of the sellers on the Legends live auction coming up. I want to say, let's see, it is going to be on August 5th. August 5th is the Legends live auction. So excited to have Jason Smith join that auction show. A big shout out to Rebel Gaming. It's the Great Rebel Show. He means the Legend Show. It's good to see Rebel Gaming here. If you have not subscribed to Rebel Gaming and you're a fan of Overwatch, Mortal Kombat, Tekken 7, Injustice 2, Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom. I want to say 4, perhaps, maybe 5. I don't know what they're on, but he's an awesome channel if you check that guy out, man. And like he said, F&A on that clue. Clue cover A, fucking A. Next up, I don't remember what I paid for these. I'm thinking I paid, my first bid was $24.99. I actually bid it higher, but I got these at $27.99, and there's a shit ton of books here, man. And I wanted to get these kind of when they came out, but I missed the boat on them, and I was getting a lot of other books. But I'm going to be showing you some of these books today, if I can get in these things. I mean, I don't want to ruin this package. This is what it is. This is one of those massive hauls, man. $27.99 was all of these. Okay? Great freaking deal on these books. While I unbox these, let's talk movies real quick. There is certain channels out there in YouTube land that I really like for movies. First and foremost, I got to go with Trinity Superhero Cinema on Blaster Station on Friday night, because he has a whole lot of movie news, and man, he cranks the movie news out every freaking Friday. And if you're subscribed to Blasted or Stash It's Facebook page, if it ain't Trinity dropping the damn news, it's somebody else, man. It's intense. I can't check it that often because my head will explode, man. Freaking explode with movie news. Another one is I follow Who Dat Comics and Movies. Man, I tell you what, they got this stuff. This is some insane packaging here. But that's some other great movie news, is Who Dat. There's another channel I really like for movie reviews, and that is Matthew's Movies. Matthew Movies. Excellent channel for reviews. Another one, you know, a lot of people do great movie reviews. ETA Nick is one of them. He does some movie reviews. And I watch his stuff. Who else? There is 1Z Angelique. Big shout out to 1Z Angelique, who has probably one of the greatest Facebook pages. If you're into any kind of cinema, whether it be old school, new school, current actors, whatever. Man, this is crazy, man. This packaging is intense. I should have unpackaged this before the show. Let's see. We've got No Name is here with us tonight. It's good to see No Name here in the chat, hanging out with everybody. Whoa, that slammed down pretty good. Damn. I'll tell you what, man. Some good stuff here. Okay, that's nice. That one just kind of came apart. Let's get this one apart and we'll open these suckers up. Don't want to cut in too deep on this. Gerald Gilbert is in the house. I messaged Gerald Gilbert today. Is Maverick Freelance here, Rebel? Maverick needs to get in here, man. Gerald Gilbert, of course, one of my gamers I game with on Xbox One. Jesus, man, this fucking packaging. Shit. Okay, jeez Louise. Let's see if we can make sense of this. So, let's get her done here. All right, here we go. Okay. I wanted this series, but I never did get my hands on it. Now, okay, I guess I'm a speculator. Not really. Oh yeah, Maverick Freelance. He does do some good movie reviews, that's for sure. Alright. Is this camera lined up? Anyway, check it out. Planet of the Freaking Apes by Boom Studios right here. Came out in 2011, man. That's issue number 1 right there. Now, supposedly, if I read correctly, these go with the original films. I don't know if they're prequels to the original, or you know what I mean, if they came before Taylor, you know, Charlton Heston landed on the Apeville, but very freaking cool nonetheless. So I've got a lot of ape books here, so let me get back to it. Had to do another short box down here, another short drawer box because I had so much on here. Okay, this is issue 2. I'll try to go through these quick. Issue 2 right there. It's almost cool if it didn't like do an autofocus. This is another issue 2, I guess. Cover B. Planet of the Apes number 3, cover A. Planet of the Apes number 3, cover B. And these are all near mint, 9. I would say maybe average about 9.4, but anywhere from possibly 9.2 to 9.6, maybe 9.8, I don't know. This is issue 4, cover A. Issue 4, cover B. That's a freaking cool cover, too. It's good stuff, man. Now, this one has a pretty big-ass spine tick in it. Right there. You see that right there? This was cover B. It's $1. Really cool cover, though. Got all that blood there. Got some blood. I know y'all like some blood. That's a $1. $1 cover B right there. Number 6, cover A. Really excited to read these. Only problem is I got to get caught up on some other reading. But what I've been doing lately is kind of working it all down. Working it down. Like I said, I've still got 3. Wait, let's see. Let's count them up. 3. I've kind of consolidated some of the short boxes, like a lot of the Batman, Superman, Justice League Adventures, you know, those kind. They're kind of consolidated into like 3 or 4 boxes, but nothing's in order yet. So a lot of stuff's still out of order here. But eventually, you know, I'm getting everything in order, and a lot of it will be going on the auction because I'm getting rid of a lot of comics. It's not because I need the money. It's because, you know, I want to. I've read the books, and I don't feel like I need to keep them. You know what I'm saying? Like Green Arrow, I always preach it, man. Some of it was good. Like the Jeff Lemire stuff was freaking awesome. But, the early stuff kind of sucked. But if you're a completionist, I do already have issues 0 through 30, all first print, near mint 9.4s or higher. All in Mylar too. Some are even in fullback. So look for that in the future. I'm still trying to dig up issue 31 and seeing, actually, I don't know if I've got the full run of the new 52, but I've got a crap ton of it. And if anything, I'll sell you 0 through 30, and then whoever I sell those to, I'll make sure they're first in line when I sell the others. This is issue 7. Very cool cover. Reminds me of an old Western cover right there. Issue 8 right there. Cover B. Well, here's issue 8, cover A. I need to put these in a freaking in order. Okay, now we're into another bag here. And the auction did say some of them had double covers and stuff like that. Like some had cover A and cover B. Now, as far as speculators go, these books, I don't think they're hard to find books. I don't think the print runs high, and I just don't think a lot of people are giving them up. So yeah, that's an issue. But I mean, I got these for the damn story. I just love Planet of the Apes. I was looking into getting the original Marvel comics, not the Marvel magazines, because that was the first Planet of the Apes stuff, comic style in print. Those are pretty expensive. And the comics that they came out with, I know Solid ST4 Bend, he had those, and I want to say Splash Page Comics had them as well, but they were pretty much just movie adaptations of Planet of the Apes, the movie, and then Beneath the Planet of the Apes, which was the second movie. And I'm not really down with that. I want new stories, you know. This is Planet of the Apes issue 9. Looks like a bondage cover. Looks like some bondage. This cover's pretty freaking awesome. This is cover 9, cover A. Freaking awesome cover, man. This is number 10, cover A. Firing down on blimps right there. This is number 10, cover B. '11, cover A. Got a shit ton of books here. Number 11, cover B. This camera is actually pretty damn good. I'm running this camera currently in 1920 by 1080, but everything you see is 1920 by 1080, but I'm down streaming it to 720p. You know, I'm not streaming at 1080. I don't know. I could probably manage 1080p on the stream, but I don't want to overdo it. This is number 12. Doesn't say if it's cover A or not. Well, this one says cover A. Okay, this says cover B in the UPC here. Cover B. And this one is cover A. I really like that. That looks pretty cool. So a crap ton of books here. Damn, okay. So cover A and cover B on issue 13. There's 13A, 13B. And thank y'all for sticking around. I haven't done a Great Legend show in a while. Maybe it's been a week. Not real sure. We do got 9 viewers watching right now. I want to thank all y'all for staying up late watching the show. Normally I don't have a schedule. I just kind of come on here when I can do stuff. This is cover B, number 14. pretty freaking cool, man. I don't know what the hell's going on in these books, though. All right. Got another package here. So pretty much what I got in the auction, and I'll show it to you. There is a bunch of mini. I think this ran 16 issues, and then it continued on. Damn, if I could get in this bag here. It continued on in like some mini series, like, you know, some 4-issue mini series. So here's number 14, cover A. See how the waviness of these poly bags? You got to get that Mylar on there. Issue 15. And like I said, I mean, like, I don't really know how much these are worth, you know. With I know there's not many of them out. I was trying to find lots on eBay and I couldn't really find them. Here's number 16. Okay, so that's that run right there. Okay, so now I don't know which one of these came first. I think there was a couple of one shots here. Let me try to find the date on these. This is the Exile, I think. Okay, so that's the Exile. Okay, well, Exile says 2012 on it. Let me show you these first. This is a four issuer. Exile on the Planet of the Apes. This was 2012, so probably came out after that 2011 run. That I guess went, what, 16, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 1 year and 4 months. That's number 2, Exile on the Planet of the Apes. Number 3, I hope y'all can hear me good on this microphone. Eventually I'll get one of those stands that kind of hang up in the air, possibly. And issue number 4. There's old Dr. Zaius, it looks like right there. Played by, damn it. They named the orangutan in the new trilogy of films Maurice Evans. That's who it is. Zaius was played by an old character actor named Maurice Evans in at least The Planet of the Apes and Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Yeah. Pretty damn good actor, too. So that's really cool that he's in these. And the orangutan in the newer films, you know, the James Franco one and the second one that had old Walter White in it, the guy from Malcolm in the Middle, Bryan Cranston. And then this third one, they named the orangutan Maurice after Maurice Evans. That's a little bit of history if you didn't know. I like that kind of stuff, you know. And this is Planet of the Apes number 1. I think it's a one-shot called The Spectacular. This is another one-shot called Planet of the Apes Special. And this is a one-shot Planet of the Apes Giant. And this is one called Planet of the Apes Annual. So very cool. And maybe it's doing this auto-focusing crap. I'll have to see if there's a way to turn that off. Because, you know, next time I do a Fantastic Four complete collection, I don't do those live, by the way, but that would, like, really suck, you know, to, like, it zoom or, you know, change the focus on every freaking thing, you know. Now I'll put all these in order later on by, you know, dates they come out. I guess Planet of the Apes Annual probably just goes with the regular run. And then the other 3 are one-shots. And then there's some other ones I want to get to. By Boom Studios. It's, I think, one that has to do with the Beneath the Planet of the Apes, the mutants and stuff. And, I I think there's that one and maybe another like little mini series. Then of course there's crossovers. Like I'm really behind on the whole Green Lantern Planet of the Apes. I only read the first issue, but I think the 6th issue and final issue, I want to say, comes out this month. So most likely I'll read all of those and then I'll try to do a review on it. I haven't done a review of a series in a pretty long while. And I still haven't read Jonah Hex Yosemite Sam. I haven't read that one yet. And Clue I need to read. And Commandy Challenge. I need to read the Commandy Challenge again. I've only read the first 2 issues, but I need to start over because I can't remember what I've been reading on those. So need to get that done. Let's check the chat out here real quick. Legend, if you haven't seen the new Planet of the Apes, you should. No Name you are exactly right, man. I need to get the oldest and the wife to watch the second one, the one with Bryan Cranston, because we watched the James Franco one. But we need to watch the second and then go watch the third. And actually, my youngest, I'll probably take him too. I know it's probably going to be a little violent, but I'll, most likely take him. If it's PG-13, I'll make the decision. If it's rated R, I won't take him, but if it's PG-13, I'll most likely take him. We just finished watching the fourth one. We watched Escape from Planet of the Apes. We watched, I want to say, damn, I always get it, The Conquest. I can't remember the fourth and fifth. I always get them freaking mixed up. But it's the story of Milo, a.k.a. Caesar, leading the revolt, the one in the 70s. So I get that one. We've watched that one. Then I'll watch the fifth one. Can't believe that Planet of the Apes movie dropped all the way to 4th place this past weekend. What gives? I don't know, man. Rag718, good to see you in here. I don't know how it is, with movies. It seems like they'll be on top a week to 2 weeks. If you get a big-time Marvel movie, it may be on top for a pretty good while, but I don't know why that is. I don't know why it is that movies drop. I wanted to, I was talking about movies a little earlier. Also, by the way, I had 2 freaking Funkos, and my neighbor picked them up and brought them to me, and I left them at my freaking workplace. I want to say they were the, 2 of them were the Batman 66 Funkos. One was a Chase variant Riddler that had the bowler hat on, and the other one was just the regular Riddler, man. And I forgot to bring those home. I was going to show those tonight. And then there was some other Funko. I don't know what Funko it was. It may have been a Batman animated cyborg Batman Chase, maybe? I don't know, but you'll have to catch those in my next video. Probably the next Great Legend show, which won't be called the Great Legend Show, but it will be the 4,100 subscribers contest results video, which will be next Monday night at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. There was Planet Beneath, Escape, Return, Rise, and Conquest. Planet Beneath, Escape, Return, Rise, and Conquest. I want to say it was probably Conquest. Or it could have been Rise. Damn, I don't know, Ah, dang, so many of those movies, man. I remember the Beneath. Oh, Escape was the third one. Was it Return? I don't know. Yeah. But it was damn good what it was. So I'm going to watch that 5th one with my youngest and then start him on the James Franco one. Hopefully he won't get too bored with it. And then get everyone caught up on Apes. The only one we won't see is the Tim Burton one because that one should have never been made. That was freaking blasphemy right there, man. That Tim Burton starring Mark Wahlberg. I mean, props to the makeup department. I think, I want to say Rick Baker did some makeup on that, and he's a phenomenal makeup artist in Hollywood. But other than that, that was the only saving grace. I hated that movie. I'm 50-50 with a lot of Tim Burton films. But anyway, a lot of big trailers have been dropping, and like a lot of YouTubers will dissect trailers and stuff. I don't really get all happy, or I don't get hard on trailers, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really give a shit about those, because a lot of times now with trailers, you see most of the movie in the trailer. I also was reading an article on that the Comic-Con, I mean, like, with this Disney thing that came out, I guess it's like Disney's version of their own Comic-Con, a D23, I guess this was the name of it. The D23 Expo. That you saw a lot of the trailers for, like, Disney, Marvel, a lot of those properties you saw at the Disney stuff. So it's like, when it gets to the Comic-Con, you've damn done already seen it all. And the thing about San Diego Comic-Con, their big shtick is not comics anymore. It's mainly movies and TV and entertainment that's on the screen, not necessarily entertainment on print or in digital print. So I think you're always going to get your diehard people that go to the San Diego Comic-Con or any Comic-Con, really. But I think now they play to, I don't want to say fake geek, because that's such a harsh term, but they play to that kind of crowd where it's more like, I don't know, man. It's really messed up. I think LP mentioned it pretty well on his Facebook that to be called a geek or whatever back in the day, you was getting your ass kicked. Now, I mean, I didn't really have that much of a problem. I mean, I was kind of a sports guy, but I didn't shy away. You know, I let people know I read comics and stuff. It was pretty damn cool. I never got picked on for stuff like that, because I don't know. It was the 90s, and I don't know. No one really picked on me about that kind of stuff, you know. So it's kind of interesting to hear the stories on how people got picked on just for being geeks and stuff. That sucks. But yeah, man, it seems like I don't know. It's just everyone. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I don't really get all mixed up into the hype and all this kind of stuff. Now, if I see some news, I'll drop some news over to Trinity, you know, on the old Google chat. You know, I'll drop some news if I find kind of interesting, and then, you know, I let him run with it, or you know, I'll ask him his opinion, and usually I'll listen to him on that kind of stuff, because, you know, I mean, I trust his judgment on all that stuff. I also Houdat drops a lot of knowledge too. Houdat, kind of an asshole, and Houdat, if you're watching, I'm glad. I hope you do watch this. I don't mean to disrespect in front of all these people in the chat, but he kind of asshole about his movie news. He'd be like, "Yeah, I commented on this about a month ago. I told y'all," and I was like, "Dude, I don't know, man. I'm kind of a dick about it, but it's kind of funny. I like reading that shit because it's just kind of funny, you know. It's like, you're right, Houdat. Russ called that shit a month ago. Why they're just, you know, putting it out on the news scenes now, I don't know. But Russ did comment it on a month ago. But Russ don't need to be telling my ass. He needs to go to those people that are writing the story and say, yo, peeps, I dropped this knowledge a month ago. Russ, because, man, you dropped that knowledge, man, I can't do anything. I can't do nothing about it, bro. But yeah, Russ kind of mad when he drops. Yeah, see this right here? I dropped this weeks ago. You guys should have listened. Dude, I'm glad, man. I don't know. I don't get caught up in shit like that. You know, the stuff I report on things like the Mandela effect, it's stuff I research. I'm not coming out with this stuff out my ass. Normally, I research some heavy-duty physicists and some different websites and some different theories and some different rumors and some different speculations, and then I bring it all together in that great legend style. You know what I'm saying? Comics and stuff, man. Comics and stuff. Damn good show over on Comics and Stuff. Good OBS production, too. No Mandela Effect stuff tonight. All right, man. Comics and stuff, man. I'm glad you're digging it. Yeah, there is. I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to research another theory, another Mandela Effect theory. It's so hard to do these theories because I lean more toward the biblical, spiritual / Christianity side of theories, but I don't want to like Bible beat y'all with the Bible too many times. But there's some pretty damn good stuff out there, but it all pertains to the end times. If you're a Christian and you read the book of Revelation about the end times, I mean, a lot of it goes toward one world religion, one world order, and I always mispronounce Ascension world rule, Ascension government, where the main thing about Ascension is the control factor. Man, coffee stuff, you get me wound up, Walk, because I could talk about it. But I'm going to save that probably maybe tomorrow night. And Wirecast is really clean. I used to use Wirecast quite a bit, but I use OBS. He uses Wirecast now, but I'm still on old OBS. Oh yeah, Jacob's Ladder. Jacob is good, isn't he? That Jacob guy, man, he's like, he's pretty awesome because he tells it like it is, and like he's pretty awesome, man. Like he'll what is it? We got to know what was the award? CBA 600 award, the best personality. He's got a damn great personality, very good. Old Jacob, he's intense. Some assholes out there kind of make fun of him, but dude, he brings it across in an entertaining factor, man. Really good music, good production value, shows a lot of different picks. But yeah, man, I'm keep looking that stuff up. I mean, it's good stuff. It's stuff that's, man, I wanna let y'all know some more about that stuff. And okay, since we are talking about kind of movies, and you're gonna love the next theory I'll bring up. It's gonna be this week. I will bring this theory up. I want to do a little bit more research on it, but it's freaking hard to find the stuff because I watch or I listen to a guy named Anthony Patch, who's a big time Christian guy that does a lot of explaining of the quantum physics and stuff, but he breaks it down where I can understand it, and then I could tell y'all about. But I want to say it's 2018. Y'all heard it here first. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Giving Houdat a hard time, but it's a Mandela Effect movie. Mandela Effect movie. Now I don't know. It's what it is. It's a story about a guy who gets the Mandela Effect, and it controls his life to where he it's like my father-in-law in the nursing home. He just can't get his mind off it. It's like in his mind. Obsessive. That's what it is. He gets obsessed with it. And it makes him go crazy. He's talking to the shrink about it and all this stuff. And most of the people aren't believing him, but it's out there and things like that nature. But when this movie, the Mandela Effect movie, drops, it's going to get a lot of people on the Mandela Effect bandwagon. It's going to open up their eyes. It's going to lift the veil from what they know, and it's going to get them onto this thing, and it's going to be big. A lot of the world is going to open up to it. It's going to be very cool. But yeah, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this next theory, and it's different from the other theories I had in my last video, because I've had two Mandela Effect videos. One which is my introduction to the Mandela Effect, and the second one is the one you need to watch. The second one, I wish I remember the title of it, but it talks about theories from quantum reality, which is a guy that posted some theories in a private message to me, and also in the comments of my very first Mandela Effect video. So definitely check that out. I know Gerald Gilbert, if he's still here, he'll want to see some gaming videos, which I haven't ordered it yet, but I want to get this it's called Elgato HD60, and it's the normal HD60 because it runs on USB 2.0, and there'll be a little audio delay which I can fix in OBS. But my motherboard was from 2009. It doesn't have USB 3.0, and there's not enough room And there was only one PCI Express slot in the machine where I got a souped up video card in. So I got this new thing coming. And the quantum computer. Yeah, old CERN. You know, and for years and years, there's this machine. There's a machine that kind of is the backbone of the D-Wave computers. The Boltzmann, Boltzmann, Boltzmann machine, named after a physicist from the old days. And, you know, I'll get most of my facts and all my stuff down on paper before I bring it live. But this machine is doing some stuff. And, you know, of course, CERN, they've got the top of the line D-Wave. So CERN's up to no good. You know, they're always doing some of that satanic ass stuff. But basically, it's all quantum pollution. Yeah, that Elgato, there's a capture card Elgato, which I don't have any slots for it, but I'm going to use this USB thing where it goes, the game system goes in and then it goes out to your TV, and there's a USB thing that goes in the computer. But I'm going to be getting that and setting that up, you know, later down the line. I also want to get my things. I want to get another monitor. I'll kind of keep it diagonal here, and a computer chair because my back's been hurting. But that's about it. I wanted to show y'all some of these comic books tonight, man. I haven't showed you a bunch of comics lately. So making sure you get to see some of these Planet of the Apes, man. So I don't know, man. I got a shit ton of books here. Let me I don't want to count them all, but gotta be like almost 30 books for like $27 or something and 99 cents. Pretty freaking epic, man. So got a lot of good books there. And I hope this mic works good because I most likely won't be using the webcam microphone because it just picks up too much of this loud computer over here. Yeah, comics and stuff. We got to do a live show, man. I loved one of your live shows you did. It was so cool. It had like 4 screens. That was freaking cool. But yeah, the 2 Mandela Effect videos. The one I'm going to just talk about a lot of different like changes that we see. And then there's going to be the one about the theory video, which I'll probably do next. Well, I don't know. I may roll with 2 videos this week. I'm not really sure. There's just so many videos to do, so little time, because I do want to take a look at some more quantum effect changes, Mandela effect changes, aka quantum pollution. I want to take a look at that. It's when one quantum computer from our reality or our parallel universe, whatnot, talks to another quantum computer in another parallel universe or parallel reality. When they talk to each other, these quantum computers can get information. They can trade information like upload and download, and they'll take information out of that reality and bring it into this reality. And here's the new thing that we're going to be taking a look at is when it's bringing all this stuff across. I mean, this is some really deep shit. It's bringing all of this stuff into this reality, and it's bringing it into the atmosphere. It's quantum pollution. It's changing things. But hear me out here. In the last theories we looked at on the show, we talked about what if it's the reality that we see, and mind you, our senses can only pick up 10% of all this matter, because 90% of matter, we can't see it, hear it, touch it, smell it, or feel it. But 10% we can. But there's so much out there our human bodies can't comprehend. So, aka the Matrix changes it from the quantum computers. That pollution seeps over into our reality and changes stuff. You know, whether it be JCPenney is spelled Penney, but I remember it as Penny. So it's changing things like that, changing movies and stuff like that. Or is it a sense where, God, what was the other one? It was another one. It was where it's sending us information and the reality is staying the same, but our bodies and our perception is seeing things differently. And that kind of goes with this next theory that I was going to talk about this week. What if nothing physically is changing in the reality? What if it's all in our heads? What if they're sending out signals through the technology like Wi-Fi? You know, they always used to make fun of people wearing foil hats or whatever. What if they're sending all of that information through the airwaves, the sound waves, and things like that, and it's getting into our heads? And of course, if you watch my last video, a lot of us have that tinnitus, that tone. We'll hear that 5 kilohertz tone, or 5,000 hertz tone, or even 8,000 hertz tone. So we're actually blocking it out. So we're actually seeing things that all these other people aren't seeing. It's kind of like, and if you have the Holy Spirit, and you know you're a born again Christian, you have the Holy Spirit, you have Jesus in your heart. If you have the Holy Spirit, now honestly, I've got Christian friends that still don't see it. They can't see these changes. But just what if folks that have the Holy Spirit in them can see things at a higher power, a higher level than what everyone else can see? Say everyone else has that veil. They can't see shit going on. They just go with the flow, normal run-of-the-mill stuff. They're on their phones. They're taking all this quantum pollution in. It's infecting their minds. But for us that can see the changes, I think we actually live with a higher power. And there's some things that are going to be happening with artificial intelligence in years to come. And actually, and then there's other stuff. I mean, I can't even... It exhausts me just thinking about all this stuff that can be happening. If you're into dates of things, check out September 23rd, where the Pope gives this big thing to where all these world leaders are going to go toward a one world religion. Also, there's some stuff in Antarctica that they're trying to hide down there that they will be unveiling soon. Even some extraterrestrial type shit. I don't know. It's all theory right now, but if you're interested in that, we'll definitely be doing some stuff. There's coding in DNA. There's coding in string theory. Some of the big guys like James Gates and Neil Tyson deGrasse have been finding some stuff. They're finding code that looks like code from the future, you know? So, I mean, there's just so many different variables in the things that all of these people are finding. It really makes up for some great stuff, some great theories. And if you put it all together, and if you're a Christian, you know it's almost time. Like a thief in the night, it's almost time. But yep, it's great stuff. I mean, like, it makes some people go crazy, but if you can see it, if you can see the changes around you, and don't let them frighten you, don't let them scare you, but just take it all in and analyze it. But try to keep the memories you have. You know, God created this analog world. He created this analog world, but we're going to be talking about in my next Mandela Effect video, where all this quantum pollution and all this digital stuff that comes forth in this atmosphere, in this world, it's the way that God is letting Satan rewrite the world in digital form. So overlaying, like this overlay you see above me, overlaying all this digital stuff, like the chat room on this side, the overlay and all that. Let's get rid of all that. Let's do that. Well, then there's this thing. Is that it? No. That and that. So you get rid of all the digital, all the shit around you. Augmented reality, Pokemon Go. You get the virtual reality. You have holograms. You got Tupac on tour. You got Frank Sinatra. You got the Bee Gees going on tour. Let me tell you something. All of that stuff that was once sci-fi, those holograms, it's going to come to a day very soon where, actually I think it's in today's times, you can go up to the hologram, put your hand on the hologram, and you'll feel physical, your hand will hold the hologram. It's not going to go through it like imaginary. It's going to be physical. So with Satan, God allowing this to happen, and all this stuff happening, all this quantum stuff, this digital world, all of this digital stuff is going to be overlapping the analog stuff. Okay? And it's going to make all of the quantum and all of this software, or all this programming language, it's actually going to create physical matter in our world. It's going to be, it's hard to explain, honestly. Think of it as, you always dreamed, a lot of the comic book community is into this ASMR. I don't know, it's like making noises like, and people are getting off on that shit, right? It's, shit like that. It's creepy, right? But they'll be able to have a hologram of a woman, and eventually they will be able to make this through AI and through all the stuff they have. They're going to make it a solid object, so you'll be able to feel her boobs instead of your hands going through the boobs. I don't know. It's crazy, I know, and a lot of you may not believe it, but it is coming. And I'll talk to you briefly on the subject in my next Mandela Effect theory video. I just got to get more information about it because I don't want to come half-ass, and that's just some of the stuff I've heard, but I want to bring it to you live, and we'll be able to do that. Big shout out to Count Von Strange that's in the house tonight. It's good to see the Count Von Strange in Blue Beetle number 10. I'm halfway through it. I didn't get done with it. I thought of you. OMAC is controlled by the OMAC, Brother Eye. OMAC's not helping old Ted Cord. Ted Cord's pretty much having a heart attack over here, right? And he's popping pills so it keeps his heart attack in check. And Cord, his lasers are out of batteries, whatever. And he calls in this sweet fucking drone to blast all these little insect monsters. And I thought about you in that scene. I was like, oh shit, there's one of Count Von Strange's drones here, coming to lay down to smack on some of these aliens and shit. But definitely, man, definitely check that out. Again, I want to thank everyone for watching tonight. Comics and stuff, check me out. I'm going to have another Mandela Effect video very soon. Most likely, possibly on Wednesday night. Give me another night to kind of do a little bit more research on it, to talk a little bit more about it. It's just, it's really overwhelming, and it takes a lot out of me. I'm not in the best of health at the moment. My back's always hurting, and doing these shows, man, they really take their toll. Now, I'm going to play this video back and make sure the mic works good. But like I said, this great camera, crappy mic on it, picks up too much audio from this computer. But I don't really have any room for this computer. Unless I get a new computer desk or something. So definitely going to be looking into that. We're going to be having a Mandela Effect video coming up pretty soon. Most likely we'll just do another theory video. Those work very well, but I just have to get all the things dotted. The last one's great because I went by some of the quantum reality theories that I had. These next ones I'm going to need to try to find them written out, and then I'll read about them. And like I said, this comes from Anthony Patch off the Kev Baker show. So I'm getting a lot of information there. But the way they do their shows is everything's mixed up a lot of times. So I've got to try to find everything. But like I said, and they've been preaching about this for a pretty good while. And we'll just talk about a little bit of everything. We'll talk about that French president saying he's the god of Jupiter, and we'll take a look at the blood moon that's coming. We'll take a look at September 23rd. when the Pope is going to have the big 500th anniversary or 400th, whatever that is. We're going to take a look at how a lot of these world leaders are going to try to go for this one world order. It's just a lot of stuff that is, we're getting closer and closer, in my eye, to the end times. Now, I know a lot of you may not be Christians or be believers, but it's getting that way, and there's just so much to talk about, so much stuff to look at, whether it be aliens in Antarctica, just a lot of Ascension government control and how they're getting you through the mind. You know, and what's funny, okay, real quick, and I don't want to keep boring you with this because I can go all day, but you look at your phones, like in the future, you'll be walking in New York, you're going to walk by a window, and that window is going to show you something. For me, probably something with comics, Fantastic Four, pop culture. It's going to show me something. And then for someone walking behind me, they may be interested in basketball or sports. They're going to walk by the same screen, and it's going to show them something sports related. It's going to show them something that piques their interest. And that's just walking. You know, walking by something. It's going to show you something. There's a fucking fly in here right now. Curse you, Beelzebub. But yeah, so it's going to be, it's stuff like that. It's where this reality is going to sense you in the reality, in this sentient world-controlled reality. Okay? You're just a pawn in this reality. But people that can see the Mandela effect, oh my God, look at this guy. Holy shit. Damn, son. Brian Spaceboy. 227. God bless you, brother. Holy hell. Damn, now I don't want to get off. Where's this at? Where's my boy at? Holy shit. Oh no, bro, right? Brian Spaceboy. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for that donation, man. So we're definitely going to have to get some Injustice 2. There he is. Right up there. Brian Spaceboy 227. Thank you so much for that donation. So this week, me and Brian, we're gonna be, and probably Gerald Gilbert, we're gonna have some Injustice 2 definitely this week. It may be crappy over the network airways, but we're gonna have some Injustice. Me and Brian. Definitely check out Brian Spaceboy's channel, Brian Spaceboy 227. He had a sick ass haul, and he's doing a lot of live shows himself. And I try to catch his live shows when I can. I want to give a big shout out this month. Next month, we're going to be talking about, now will be number 4. The Kickstarter will go live next month, and that, of course, is Larry Higgins, a.k.a. Rebel Gaming's own comic book. We're going to be damn straight, Jason. Brian is balling. He's buying a shit ton of good books, too. Hell yeah. Damn, dude. Fuck. Awesome, man. Freaking awesome. Jason Smith, you always looking for some money, player. So, man, awesome stuff, Brian, man. A lot of love, man. A lot of love, man. This thing, man. I'm glad y'all are watching, but I got to get this thing going. I got some pie waiting for me, some chocolate cream pie. But I really appreciate all y'all coming out. It's been a blast. I mean, oh yeah, next week, I got this 4,100 subscriber contest thing. Check out the last video. It's the 4,100 subscriber contest. All you got to do is comment on that video, and you'll get entered into the drawing. We got some really cool prizes. Oh, one more thing, man! If y'all are still watching, I got this book here. This is Volume 7, The Treasure of the 10 Avatars, man. Treasure of the 10 Avatars, man. I get this around this microphone here. Anyway, Don Rosa's 7th volume, and I don't know. Let me close the chat. Can I close that? Right there. That's my Don Rosa collection. That right there is a Batmobile Funko. That's one of the prizes, but that's going up in the auction. Let me do this again. Damn, I hate this auto zoom shit on here. I'll definitely have to look up how to turn this auto zoom off. God dang you, auto zoom. Man, you freaking fly. Anyways, I got this book. That was my last haul. And I do have Funkos, but I don't have the Funkos with me at the moment. Again, Brian Spaceboy, thank you so much for that donation tonight. Wednesday or Thursday. Look for Wednesday or Thursday. New Mandela Effect video. And the thing is, it will most likely be called Mandela Effect with another theory. But in the future, on some of these truth videos, they may have completely different titles. You'll know what it is. I mean, if you're into comics and you're Funkos and you want to hear about stuff like pop culture, it's going to be called The Great Legend Show, and it's going to have a date on it. If it's a video game, it'll say Injustice 2 live stream, or it'll say 1/4 1 live. We're making some progress. You know, we'll get the games going again on that. But you'll know if it's a cooking video, it'll be a recipe. But you're going to know what it is. So if you're not into Mandela Effect stuff, just don't watch it. You know, because if you're a non-believer and all that, that's great. I mean, you know, more power to you. Enjoy your fake reality you're living in. But anyways, fans, thank you so much. Brian Spaceboy, thank you so much, man. Brian Spaceboy Jordan 227 with Lester, man. Freaking Lester. I love it. That's awesome, brother. I really do appreciate it. We're going to see you next time, though. This has been an awesome show. July 24th. I'm at a loss for words, man. It's like, you know, the best kind of shows are the ones that, you know, you don't have like 20 or 25 or 30, but you got a good core, a good 10 or so. That's a damn good show. But fans, this is The Great Legend. We're going to be back Wednesday or Thursday night talking more Mandela Effect. I hope I didn't give away too much tonight, but we're going to be talking more Mandela Effect. And then this weekend, me and Brian are going to get some damn gaming in. We may not be live on the damn show, but we're going to be getting some gaming in this weekend, baby, on The Great Legend Show. This is The Great Legend fans saying peace out. God bless.